There we go. We're recording now, guys. There we go. All set. So, anyone into anything? ORB stuff, scalping, opening momentum. The cleanest
NVIDIA.
NVIDIA, Sonny? Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm
Yep.
going for 127.
Yep. 127.60. Just
1.60, yeah, right here. Yeah, partial.
there you go. It'll bounce right off there as expected.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yep. NVIDIA was smooth. Honestly, Amazon looks like the smoothest. Um, yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot going on.
I'm
Tesla
in
is
the
very interesting.
NVIDIA short Avi.
NVIDIA short,
Yeah,
nice. Nice, nice, nice.
trading with my son today. He's right beside me.
Ah, beautiful. Congratulations. That's always a good one.
19.
Yeah, good for both of you, really. It's awesome. I've done that a few times, especially with my daughter when she's in the room. I get these huge trades to the short side all the time. I don't get it. It's kind of scary, so I don't let her in anymore. All right, take a look at Tesla right at yesterday's high. This is an important level. I want to see what it does here. It's going to take a few 5-minute candles to set up something, but I like the look of it.
Oh,
AMD, wow. This thing is kind of tricky, huh? Looks very weak. Looks tempting, right? This breakout here, if you can trade that, if you can catch that, there it goes right now. Boom. And you scalp it. Wow, I used to trade like that. I used to do options on this stuff like a year ago, not very long ago. Scalp it down to the next level. Apple looking good for a breakout. It breaks that level, which is what yesterday's high. Again, the key level we've been talking about. 251.30. Let's see. Tesla again is the most obvious one. Look at that. Already finding big buyers where you expect it to find big buyers. Again, the setup isn't there, but it's beginning to set up, at least for my style. Yeah. Boy, there goes Apple. Whoever likes to trade breakouts, there it goes. I'll wait for the retest. If it does that, that's when I'll get involved. And Amazon as well. It's been looking good all day so far. Let's find more on Amazon. What are we doing with this? Yesterday's low. That's interesting. That's where buyers were. Also previously. It's interesting. You have 229 and then 228. Okay. If you're short Amazon, I would just target round numbers. 229, 228. Nice.
Google setting up.
There goes Tesla. Again, I can't take this trade. This is a nice hammer. This is the kind of hammer I like to see, but it's happened right after a big candle down, right? And of course, you only take it the new high, but still, again, I wouldn't take it. The stop has to be below. which is a wide stop. It means risk to reward is really hard to get. And also it happened after a big candle in the other direction. So it's tempting, but it's not a good one.
Took Nvidia long.
Nvidia, yep, we can see that. Nice bounce. Nice bounce, yeah. Again, you're going up into these levels. At least I see them as levels, so careful of those. Yeah. I mean, this is all momentum. You guys are getting into these trades now. It's all getting in and out quickly. So I don't really trade this stuff. It's not what I like to do. I'm waiting for a bigger opportunity. Look at this. Microsoft, super weak, but very messy. Microsoft, wow. Okay, we need levels further down. This is Microsoft's a bit wild, huh? Not sure where to find a level. I like this. It closed here and it opened right at the same price. 449 looks like a very important level on Microsoft. Let's keep an eye on that. Yep, there goes Nvidia, catching that momentum, going up. Very nice. And Apple. Oh, shit. Now I got FOMO. Oof. Who caught Apple? I was telling you guys, breakout, go. It's gone. I'm gonna wait for the retest, pull back. It'll take half an hour. That's a good one. And yesterday, Apple took like 4 hours to work out after I got in. And today, look at that. 10 minutes, it's gone. Hope some of you guys got this. This is a good one. Tesla will likely follow Apple soon. Anyways, nothing yet for me.
Yeah, same for me, Avi. Amazon is the only one that I wanted to get in, but I was a little late, so I decided to stay out of it. But it was a clean 1 minute setup, not five, but 1 minute setup was clean. But that's the only one that I have FOMO over. Apple, I'm with you. I'll wait for a retest. Yeah. I also used to do breakouts all the time, but with options, you can easily get pinched very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's great, man. You stay out of it when you have a little bit of doubt. That's really important because the truth is, if you get in and you'll have a little doubt, what will happen is after you get in, you'll have a lot of doubt because your money's on the line and then you'll freak out. And then you might hold past your stop or not take your partials or, you do stuff you're not supposed to do. So, yeah, good to stay out if you have a little doubt. If you're not even, not feeling good even. That's probably the biggest part of it. Stay out of it. It's important. There, Nvidia, high of day, another breakout coming. Tesla's following Apple as expected. Off it goes. Meta's doing the same thing. Microsoft, crazy. Wow.
Yeah, but it looks like you said, it's very messy. Look at the wicks; it's all over.
Yeah. Everything's all over the place. Well, there's a few good ones if you have these setups, but yeah, you want to be careful. It's very tempting. I see a lot of temptation today. It's kind of scary. Look at that. Just want to go long here, but the setup's open. And look at Tesla. There it goes. Big hammer, the new highs, the entry, and it's on its way, but it's not like it's set up. And of course, the best of all is Apple. I mean, was there a new
Yeah.
iPhone or something?
Look at Apple just ripping, nothing on the way.
I'm gonna quit trading, man. If I can't catch this, what the hell? This is stupid. All right, let it go. AMD breakout happening right now.
Yeah,
Google's
Microsoft.
looking good too.
Yep, everything wants to go up. Be careful, guys. These are all momentum plays that could reverse and turn around very quickly. Everything is on momentum right now. It's all buzz and hype, and I don't know, Bitcoin hit $200,000 or whatever. I don't even know. It's stuff like that. So you'll get a lot of this kind of action as we go into the holidays and Christmas and all. Like lots of volatility, lots of opportunity, but after that, the market just sits there in one place and gets choppy. They're unlikely to get big moves from one level to the next. So you can anticipate that stuff next week. Even this week for that matter. Google smashing into 200.
Morning, Avi.
Morning, morning. What are you into today?
Not yet, nothing. Just watching everything going up.
Good. You rarely say that, so that's great. I'm happy to hear that. Staying out of it. Good job.
Thanks, trying.
You got it. This is all momentum stuff.
Can I ask you one thing about which part of the Dubai you live in?
I live in Emirates Hills. It's right next to the marina, basically, across the road from the marina.
Oh, nice place.
Yeah, it's all right. Been here a long time, so. Now, don't come.
Thinking of coming there in February.
Okay. Yeah, let me know when you're in town. There's a lot of people here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi and keep meeting up. So, yeah, always fun. February's a good time too. The weather's great. Yeah, perfect time to be here. We'll get
What's
to,
your plan for holiday?
I'm gonna stay home. Stay home, go camping or something, because I have a lot of travel coming up in the new year. In January, February a little bit, but then March is gonna be heavy. So we'll take the time to relax, spend time with the family, and then get into the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, recharge. Yeah, Dubai is great though. Winter is the right time to be here. Come and enjoy it. Everything good that happens in Dubai happens in the winter. So we'll even get Rami to take us out on this boat, right? Yeah, Rami, we'll get 10 people on a boat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not my boat, a boat. We need to do that, Avi. Let's do it sometime, man. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I don't have the energy for it. Let's talk about it, or let's think about it for the first week of the new year. How about that? I think that's like
Yeah,
four.
good idea. Good idea. It is getting busy these days, but yes, good
Yeah,
idea. We need to do that.
that would be fun. I still don't see any opportunity. Oddly enough, though, Amazon might be setting up breakout, retest. This candle closes bearish. The new low would be the setup, but then it's not a lot to go. And
Google hit 200.
yep, it did, and it's bouncing around in that area. Yeah.
Down.
Let it bounce, let it do its thing. Yeah, and now it wants to go. Wow, everything wants to go. I don't see any setup yet, but lots of good moves.
I
Apple,
feel like crying.
what do you want to cry for? What happened?
Everything going up.
So should we all cry about it? I didn't take a trade either. Everybody cry. Let's go. Come on, group cry session. Relax. It's the market. There are many opportunities. Relax about it. Yeah, this is
I'm
tough
so
trading. I
weak.
mean, there's lots of moves, but you really got to be sharp on your risk management and getting out quick because all of this that's happened so far is all momentum. You can't really trust it yet. I can't trust it yet, so I'm not touching it. So sit and wait. Maso, you're here. Welcome. No microphone. No worries. You just type here in the chat anything you want to talk about. No big deal. I don't think I'll get an opportunity on Tesla today. Again, like yesterday. It's just unlikely to come back down and push again. But let's see. AMD, these options are working. I like the look of AMD, but again, it's not really there. Waiting for the breakout. It's setting up for a good breakout of 125. And then you got the target overhead. Let's see. Amazon has done a good breakdown retest, but there's no risk to reward in it. I would take the entry at the new low, stop up there. It's just such a wide stop and not enough room to run. So I won't be trading this. Wait for the high of day. Tesla setup is same as AMD. Just pushing the ORB setup. There you go. Pushing that. Boom. Breakout. Catch it. Gosh, so many.
Wow.
Not for me. Apple doesn't want to do a real pullback. It's just sit there and then go again. Let's see.
It's better to go and sleep.
Yeah. Actually, that's a good point. If you're not feeling it, just stay away from it. If you're feeling FOMO or you want to cry or something, you're probably not in the right mindset to trade. Even if you do get an opportunity, you'll mess it up just because of the mindset. So that's a big piece of risk management. That's probably the biggest of it. So take it
I
easy.
think you risk much more than us. That's why maybe you are more careful. Do you think so? Or maybe we just take, like I take very less risks. That's why maybe I'm to attempt to take it more and more. Is it?
Well, just like anything, the more you practice, the better you get at it. So, I mean, I've had tremendous losses over the years, and that's why I've developed my style with risk management as a core piece of it now. So sitting out of it is something I've become comfortable with now. It wasn't always like this. Just sitting out because I realize I know how bad losses can be when you're down $100,000 in a day or in a couple of trades. So that's not fun. I don't want to be in that position again. So again, that's just a matter of experience. So once you feel that, you don't want to feel that again. So you protect yourself.
Mhm.
There goes Tesla, Apple doing the ABCD thing, 3-bar play. And that is a mess. Google's just a ripper. Oh my gosh, everything's just gone. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Shane got it right here in the chat, guys. Read that comment. That's a good one. Thanks, Shane. Yeah. Do not take terrible setups. I do that sometimes. I'll sit here for an hour, 2 hours, and by the end of it, I might see an opportunity, but the truth is, by the end of sitting here for an hour or two, I'm already exhausted just waiting. I'm not fit to trade anymore. So I've done that a few times and just show up and don't take a trade and shut it down. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Avi, what's your thoughts on AMD? Looks like a double bottom or short
Let's have a look.
break.
Well, it's very much stuck in a range. You can see the top and the bottom. It hasn't hit the bottom of the level I like it to hit yet. So obviously don't touch it anywhere in this area. You can identify support and resistance or support there. But again, I wouldn't trade it inside this range. It's very messy, it's very choppy. It doesn't even have a good risk to reward in it. So I think wait for it to break out one way or another. I can't identify a double bottom. I just see chop. So wait for it to get out of
Thank you.
here or go down. Yeah, either way. Oh, and here's a good example, guys. Gosh, I should make a webinar about this. Probably will. So I was telling you, Amazon breakout, retest, prints a bearish candle. The new low is the entry with a stop above. But look at the risk to reward. It's less than 1-to-1. That's why I didn't take it, even though it will go and probably make money if you take it. But you trade like that, you're not going to be in this business very long. So perfect setup, but no risk to reward. That's why I didn't take it. Otherwise, this is the best setup I've seen so far today, at least for my trade book. Oh, Tesla. Gosh. I think I'll start trading breakouts in the next 5 minutes. That was a terrible idea. Wow. Tesla is just, what did I tell you guys yesterday? Buy it and hold it till the new year and then sell it in January. Probably sell it at like 600. It's crazy. This is a perfect fallen angel setup. I mean, it's near perfect, even bounced off of the previous day's high. Just a perfect setup. I used to trade low floats like this with this kind of setup. Anyone catch that ORB? Perfect $10 move up to 480. Well, not from here for so $5 move. Amazing.
I took it earlier, but got out
Mhm.
around 476.
Yeah, right on. That's the breakout. Well, if I was in it from the bottom somewhere, I would take
Yeah.
the top, and then if I'm scalping, I'll probably add that back at the breakout. So I'll probably be out and then in again in like 10 seconds, and then write it up and then take it off at 480. And I mean, that's scalping, right? That's how you scalp.
Yeah, I need to
Anyways,
work on the adding part. I barely add to my trades,
hmm. The
which
whole
is
thing about
not
adding,
good.
oh, it works. I mean, you got to figure out how to do it. Again, the whole thing about adding,
Hmm.
the key point is if you have if you're in a position where you can tighten your stop, then you can think about adding. Otherwise, don't.
Hmm.
Very simple. Just keep that in your mind and look for those opportunities, and you'll find them sometimes. And then you practice it, you get good at it. So always think about moving your stop in tighter, and then you have an opportunity to add if you can move your stop.
What do you think about a double bottom on NVIDIA?
Look, yeah, makes good sense. So low over here, a higher low. It's not a complete double bottom. Let this candle close. Let it print a bullish candle as well. Then you can truly identify it as a double bottom, and it makes sense. Um, But again, even though the price pattern makes sense, I wouldn't touch it because it's in between all these levels. And also, I like these double bottoms to happen at serious levels. For me, any of these levels are serious levels. But then, of course, you want room to run as well. So, anyways, lots of reasons not to touch it. But yeah, you're right on the price pattern. It could easily turn into a good double bottom in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I was thinking more like down at 126 or 7. But thanks.
Yeah, you just want the second bottom to be higher than the first. That's the key in the general area of the level. And then you have,
Okay.
yeah. Man, that's the second time Tesla screwed me up. Yesterday and today. Both times bounced right off the level I'm interested in. Both times didn't give me a setup. Both times made excellent moves. But that's the thing, right? You can't catch them all. You just got to wait for your setup. That's the most important thing. Ooh, what do we think? Tesla to 500 today? Is that possible? Not really. My gosh. This is a very risky day on Tesla. I mean, look, you had a very bullish day, a very bullish day, a third bullish day in a row is very unlikely. And you can even see it. Look, it pushed down to begin with. A serious move down. Lots of people probably made money on the ORBs over there. And then a push up. I mean, this is tricky stuff. Why is the stock going up? Is Santa Claus like giving away Teslas to kids, or what's going on? Christmas. You gotta love Christmas. All right. I like the look of Google. Breakout might be retesting 200, and then off it goes. Now it's 200 a level. What is it? No, it's just a round number. I don't have a level there, just a number. So it's not really where I like to take a trade from. If it tests 199, now that would make more sense because that's a level. That's yesterday's high. So still got to wait.
Yeah, 200 is yesterday's high, 200.55.
Is it? No,
And
yesterday
yeah,
199 is yesterday's high. Look at that. 200 is just a round number. Oh, unless
got
you're
it.
looking at the other ticker. We had that problem yesterday. There's two
Oh, okay.
Google.
Google, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
So you see, you can really get messed up. Be careful. I don't
Yeah, it
really.
is too on this one. That is correct. It's also VWAP as well. So yesterday's high. That is correct. Google, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Cool. What do we have? Mike, yeah, be a sniper. Absolutely. Apple near the ATR. Uh, yeah, that's an interesting point. If you guys like to look at ATRs, Apple hit its ATR and then it goes the other way. Look for a 50% retracement. That's always a good trade book. Pretty reliable. I don't do it that way though, but you know, you can do it that way. No big deal. I'd still wait. If Apple truly comes and retests this area down here, that's when I'll be interested. But again, for now, still nothing. No opportunities yet. No genuine opportunities for my style. Amazon hitting the level there. Let's see what it does. I'd love to see a
You
reversal.
think
Yesterday's
you think
low,
Nvidia wants to go more down, 124 area?
possible. Let's have a look.
It's
Nvidia.
looking to break down.
Yeah, so this is where the buyers were previously, the low of day. That's an interesting break. As in, if it breaks that low, you can trade that, as a trade book break of low of day into 127. There's probably liquidity there. And then further down, but be careful also with this is already a pretty large candle.
Hmm.
Don't really want to trust it to go all the way to 124. That's a long way. It's huge. I mean, look, you can see it's done big red
Yeah,
before, but
but yeah, there's buyers stepping up on the tape. I can see.
yeah, keep an eye on it. Keep an eye.
Yeah,
I mean, so far I like to look at double bottoms, and this could become a double bottom.
yeah, it looks like a double now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of buying happening
Hmm.
for recovery.
You know where the buyers are. The low's right there. That's where they are. And if the buyers are pushing up and buying at even higher prices, then the buyers are taking over. So far, that's what it
Hmm.
looks
Makes sense.
like. All right, nothing yet. I'm still waiting. Whole idea for me is to get into a position that I'm absolutely convinced of, and yeah, put on that trade, and that way I can step away from it because I'm convinced of it. So if it stops out, no big deal. It was worth it. But if I'm not convinced of it, then it becomes very hard to step away from it, and you just keep watching it every minute and then messing it up. So that's the that's the way to do it. That's the way to be able to catch big moves is not to mess with it, but to not mess with it, you have to have conviction on it to the point where you can walk away. So that's the mindset. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I haven't traded any of these yet.
Interesting. Watch Amazon right here.
Yeah, it's right at the level I like. So let's see what it does. So far, as expected, finding buyers down there. Let's see. Cool. We got also you got liquidity at 127. What is that on AMD? No, not AMD. Which one are you talking about, Tommaso? Amazon, I bet. Not Amazon. What am I looking at? Nvidia. Nvidia. Okay. Liquidity at 127 on Nvidia. That makes sense. Makes sense. Casey, you want to know about Meta? Whoa, Meta. Yeah, Meta's interesting. Huh? Well, I like the look of the double bottom down here. But then if you take that double bottom going up, I mean, you gotta make sure you get good risk to reward. I think I took this trade yesterday. I think exactly from this level to this level, something like that, like $6 move or something. And let's see, what is it doing in a bigger perspective? Yeah, basically push down and then go back up. It makes sense if the double bottom happens. Could be a good long. Otherwise, a breakdown makes sense too. This happened yesterday with Meta. It just bounced right on off of this level. I like that trade. Actually, that's one I put on yesterday and I walked away from it. So that was fun. Just let it go. There we go. Nvidia now going for that 127 liquidity grab. Now what's interesting with Nvidia is if it goes back and retest, that could be a short. Let's have a look. Could that be a short? It's a tough one because it's already made a big move. It's hard to have conviction on that. Well, we'll see. This phone is just off the hook right now. If there's something important I have to attend to. All good. Nothing at the moment. All right, Nvidia, who's catching that breakout? This is a scalp again, if you're into this. Google again has my attention a bit more because it's testing the area I like, right? So if it does some sort of double bottom, maybe a big hammer, not this candle, but a few candles later, maybe in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, there might be an opportunity to get long at about 199 for a breakthrough high of day and up to probably 202. Let's see, how far can this thing go? Yeah, high of day of 202, 205 is a long way out. 202 makes more sense than anything else. Probably do a measured move kind of thing. $2, 201 makes sense, obviously. Yeah, I'd probably target high of day if I can get an entry here and put the rest on for 202. Let's see if the setup comes true. I'm also beginning to really like Meta. Thanks, Casey. You got my attention on Meta. This is a good looking double bottom. But again, the risk to reward better makes sense. Otherwise, can't take it. So if you can get an entry somewhere where it is now, it's tight stop, and then 3-1. I'm looking to go through the levels. Let's see. Ooh, Amazon. Who's into that? Look at that. Boom. Oh, man. That's a setup I would almost take. It's not perfect, but anyways, I missed it. The entry would have been at the new high right about there. So now that it's gone, wait for the double bottom. It could easily do a double bottom. So anyways, those are more conviction, higher conviction trades. Hey, no one called out Amazon. What the hell? Anyways, so I'm seeing some good setups now. Amazon, Google, Meta for longs. They're beginning to take shape.
Avi, can I ask your opinion on that? Because I'm looking at it as well. My only worry, or not worry, the hesitation is obviously the like prior day high, the 631.15, feels like that's obviously a very strong level there. So I mean, the risk to reward would still be okay, but you still also have a level in the middle I have worked out, which is like the pre-market high. It's not reacting that much over it, but it does create some, like, there's movement. So I don't know, it feels like it's a bit almost in a range. So I was thinking to wait. If it breaks that prior day high of 631, then, I have a clear shot to 638, the all-time high. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
No, that's definitely good because you got room to run on the upside over there, and that makes perfect sense. You want to have that. That's great. The only other way I would take it down where it is now is if I get a really good tight entry with tight risk to reward up to the 627 area. And that's the same trade I took yesterday.
Mm,
If it
gotcha.
if it provides the opportunity. If it doesn't, then yeah, just let it be. Wait for it. Let it go.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
now it just made a new low. So now it's not a double bottom. Now I won't even look at it.
Mm,
I'd actually be more interested in a short if it breaks out.
yeah, I agree. Now it looks more like a short. If let's see, it's still working, but it's too close to the prior day low also. So the risk to reward for a short, I mean, has to either come break that,
Mm.
then maybe I'll take it.
Yeah,
It feels tight. Feels tight.
it is. It is. It's a tough one. You
Yeah.
gotta be careful. And
I do love trading meta though. I love these contracts.
you be careful.
No, my size is very, very measured when I trade meta. I mean, these contracts move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like
Do you
12.
know why? Like, I feel like meta is one of the most volatile in terms of contracts. Do you have any idea why?
I don't know why. It's just based on the price action of Meta. Meta itself is volatile and that influences the contracts. So
Okay.
that's all there is really. Compared to something like Apple, which is nowhere near as volatile.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, one easy thing to look at if you're not sure about how volatile things can be, look at the spreads. Spread on any of these tickers, the ones with a big spread, generally they're more volatile. It's basically easy way to find things.
Makes sense.
Yeah. All right, so Meta's a no-go for a long. Google setting up, maybe. I still don't see anything in it. Gotta wait. And of course, FOMO of the day is Amazon because the entry was there. I would have taken probably half risk, not full risk on this kind of setup if I'd seen it in time. Oh, man. You guys gotta call this out, man. Come on. Anyways, that was Meta now. Breakdown. There's probably liquidity at 620 on Meta. Probably quite a lot. Look at this. And it's just a disaster. Right there, right on those levels. I mean, just, I don't want to touch this. I don't know if you can see any patterns. I don't see any patterns at all. I just see wicks. At a breakdown.
Feels a bit choppy today. Like there's no clear. Google is maybe the only one that has, I feel like, a good trend. Amazon to the short, now to the long, but everything else is just chopping in range. I don't know. Can't see anything.
Yeah, so you see what happened in the first, 30 minutes? There was a lot of volatility, a lot of scalping opportunities, and then momentum died. And now what you get is chop. So the market's basically resting before it does anything else, if it does something else. It's kind of what's happening now. Tesla's just stuck where it is. Google as well. Meta is breaking out, but not really exciting. Yep, nothing for now. Just let it sit. So you have to leave in 20 minutes to watch a Christmas show. Oh, there you go with your kid. Nice. Nice. No, I don't see an opportunity here on Nvidia, Tommaso. I would leave it alone.
If Meta goes to 618, will you take the?
I don't know. It has to go there and behave a certain way, right? For me to take it.
Yeah.
Yesterday's low. So if it does a big bottom down here, then maybe. For now, it's just I don't want to touch the market. Everything's a mess. Amazon was the one genuine opportunity I may have taken if I saw it, but that's it. Nothing, nothing else interesting right now.
Yeah, even Google, that retest, it's a bad retest. Like nothing really in there.
Google's just messing around. I mean, I don't know why I have that level. I'm gonna remove that. That's not a level. It always tempts me to take a trade that isn't there. But that's the level. It's the only level. Let's see what it does. For now, it's just chopping around the level. Is a high risk opportunity on Microsoft. This new high for the long. This is very risky. The idea is this big hammer has room to the left. Take the new high, stop below, and just leave it alone for hours as it messes around here and then hits 455 later in the day. It's very risky. Again, if you're doing stuff like that, very small size or sim trading. I used to trade stuff like that and put on different risk and stuff. Now I prefer to just put one risk size, like full risk, and leave it alone rather than going with different tier sizes. At least I'm trying to move in that direction. Let's see. Apple could be good after about an hour. Gonna take that long to set up. Oops. Come on. Seriously, I can't type anymore. There. There. It comes down and bounces. That's the key. It's gonna take an hour. Anyone into anything? Anything good? Anything interesting?
No, not
I'm
yet.
just watching Google and Apple.
Watching makes a lot of sense today. More than anything else. Just sit and watch. Nvidia though. Oh no. What's Nvidia doing?
Maybe lost 124.
124 on Nvidia. It's a long way. Oh gosh. I don't know. You pushed up, retest, pushed
There's
down.
a lot of liquidity on 127 though.
Yeah, I would imagine that, and it would. Let's see how it behaves at 127. Just don't know. It looks very, very, very weak. But I mean, if those buyers at 127 are big, they can just reverse it. Overall, it's weak. You can see the highs are getting lower there and there. Every time it pushed up and it pushed up lower. And now it's breaking the level. The breakout retest of the zone. 128 area and down. It's not a great setup, but it's there. Tesla, oh, look at that thing go. Oh no. I didn't think Tesla would even look like it's going to come back down to 464, but now it does look like it could. And if it does make that double bottom in this area, then I'm interested. It's not great, but it's interesting. You know what? I should have looked at. Here's one thing you guys can look at if you want. I used to look at this stuff. Look at the pre-market action. You have this obvious level. It did a breakout, and this is nothing more than a retest at the open, and off it goes. So there you go. ABCD pattern, breakout, retest, you're in it. Again, nothing wrong with that strategy. Another strategy I used to use. I haven't used it in a long time. But yeah, you can pick up your patterns in the pre-market action and then just plan your trades before the open and wait for it. Those are actually very easy because you don't stress out at the open. And Microsoft, oh gosh, that's the second one. Well, I was telling you guys a few minutes ago, like this is a high risk opportunity, but it is an opportunity. The long would have been about here, stop below the candle and going for the top over there and then further up. Again, a high risk one, but it's there.
Avi, I have a question. Sorry about the interruption.
Uh-huh.
For the Tesla, when you mean for the pre-market action, you mean, for example, on the 5 minutes, we see the low, which was around the 459, 460, let's say, levels, and then the high, which was, let's say, 479. Is this what you mean? To check the actions and then put the orders accordingly?
Well, not really. That's not what I mean. I mean, firstly, fix your levels, whatever levels you like. I just look at daily chart levels, right? Like this is yesterday's high, for example. This is from a few days ago. This is yesterday's low. And then you got to watch the behavior at the levels. So what I'm seeing here is it pushed up, consolidation, and finally in the pre-market, it breaks out. That's yesterday's high. For me, that's a key level. So you see a breakout. Okay, it's market's closed, you're not trading it. But what happens after a breakout? Very typically, you get a retest. There's your retest. That's when you go long. I used to do this on a 30-minute chart last year, and you can see that not too different. See the ABCD, the breakout, here's a retest. Off you go. I used to plan trades. If you guys remember about a year ago, I used to plan my trades before the open. I would say this ticker from this level to that level, it's a long or short or whatever. That's how I used to do it. Those are the fractal pattern stuff. Very effective. Very effective. If you want to plan and not stress out at the open and don't want to read price action too much because it freaks you out, then you can do that. Very, very effective.
Amazon setting up a retest.
What is, sorry, Amazon?
Amazon,
Yep. Yep. I got an eye on that for that double bottom. Missed the first one, but oh man, this is tricky. That's a very aggressive candle going down. So let's see, let it complete the double bottom. If it does, then you can look at it. Google as well, but man,
Apple looking good.
yeah, ABCD, you got, was it 252 on Apple? Key point, key level. Yeah. So that's where the buyer's been sitting. You probably saw that on Bookmap. big bids. And what's odd, I bet you'll see it on a bigger time frame. But no, you can't. See even here. Yeah,
Just above the VWAP, it's jumping off.
yeah. You see on a 1 minute chart, the entry would be here. You probably stop out, and then the next entry is here, stop below, and you're in it. But man, 1 minute charts, oof, I get stressed out just looking at it. Let's pay attention to Amazon and Google because something's brewing here. That's interesting. And Google, you read Google. What do you think? Go back up, retest, push down. It's not like a genuine breakout. I can't trust Google. Very hard to trust. Oh no, and Tesla again. This damn thing. Look at this. Big double bottom right down here, down here. What's happening? Oh. All right, let's see. Things are shaping up again. Let's see what happens.
Watching Meta now, it's very, there's a candle forming right now with, reaction to that level. I had 61693. I had that level on my chart, and
Yep, I see it.
good, interesting reaction.
Wait for the price pattern to do what you like it to do before you invest.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Just watching for now.
And Nvidia, oh man, who wants to short it? I don't want to. Well, I want to, but I shouldn't. Look at that. It's like this is like a second retest. What's interesting is the price action is very weak, but we know there's buyers at 127. We just know they're there. But again, so far they're not able to overcome the sellers. The sellers are in charge. Could be a good short, actually. Again, I don't know where to go with this. I don't know. 125 makes sense. That's an obvious number. I don't know. There's better ways to make money. Amazon, Tesla as well. Bounce off 470, maybe. Apple going off of 252, big ABCD pattern. Let's see. So funny, a lot depends on the time frame you choose. And there's no wrong or right time frame. I choose the 5 minute, and setups have happened on the 2 minute and 1 minute, but I'm not taking them because they're not 5 minute setups. In the end, if you take the same trade, but you gotta stick to one thing. Otherwise, you'll bounce around all over the place. Wow, it's almost an hour already. Apple, who's in that? That thing wants to go. The buyers are taking over. What have I got here? Amazon. I think I traded Amazon yesterday. I think so. Yeah, the sellers. Yeah, these levels are very important on Amazon. I expect sellers at these levels if we're going long. So you need really good risk to reward. I mean, entering somewhere here, for example, is a bad idea. And Meta. Meta's just insane. Who's an Apple? It's a ripper. Might take Tesla. See a double bottom, but we don't have a genuinely bullish candle. Again, it's not a great setup. It's a good setup, but not great. Apple looks better, but I don't have a level there at 252. I don't have anything at 252. Nvidia is looking more and more bearish, like it wants to break through 127. And this is not a sign of it bouncing. It just keeps hitting 127 and gets lower and lower and lower. The highs are getting lower and lower. This is telling you that whatever buyers are down there, they're not strong enough to push up. And Amazon has completed a big double bottom. The entry's right there, right where it is right now. Stop below, but there's nowhere to go. Again, another good setup, but no room to run. On the other hand, I take Tesla because Tesla's just run for fucking 500. Should I take Tesla? The stop has to be there. It's like a $10 stop. How do you take this $10 stop? I don't get it. Oh man. Super risky. It's not worth the risk. It'll probably go. And watch in 10 minutes I'll be telling you guys, I should have taken that. And I can't say it. It's not there. It's not just too risky. I might come back later this afternoon and see because I don't see anything setting up for now.
Avi, the one I'm thinking of, let me know what you think here. Nvidia, the 127 level, obviously loads of buyers there, it can't break. What if it breaks and then comes back to a retest? That's maybe one play I'll be looking at. What do you think?
Yeah, so let it break 127 and then retest 127 from the downside. That's there.
Yeah, from the downside. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, that's the only way I would trade it too. I don't trade breakouts, I just retest. So yeah, that makes sense. But be careful with it. It's already had a pretty bearish day. It may not go anywhere. It might just get stuck at 127 all day.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like, but because there's so much, action happening there, if it breaks, it could really be, kind of they've exhausted the buyers. You know what I mean? But let's see.
We don't know. Could be. I like the look of AMD. You have a bottom there and another one. This is actually a reverse head and shoulder setup. Take the entry, the new high. The idea then is that you're just going through the level. You disregard the level. What's the reality of that happening? So that level is today's high, which was also the low of a few days ago, which is already proven to be significant, right? And this low here was an excellent entry if you had a setup. I don't know. You can't just blindly say it's going to break that level. Now you're trading on hope, not on strategy. And there goes Tesla. There comes my FOMO. That's it. Put 1,000 contracts on Tesla and leave it alone. Would be wild. If this double bottom was happening down in this 465 area, I definitely would have taken it. But it's right, it's just too far from the level I like. That's the problem with it. Anyways, Google messing around. Again, once it gets down to 196 area, let's see what it does. Oh man, nothing today, huh?
I'm looking at Meta Alvi again, that 616 level, 616.93, so almost 617. It's coming down. I'm hoping for a break and retest and then maybe a short of 608.6. So nice kind of.
Hope is not a strategy, man.
Well, if it breaks, my hope is it would break. if we get lucky enough, it breaks and retests, then I think that's a setup of similar to Nvidia, really. Same idea, but we'll see.
I know what you mean. Well, sit and wait. Nothing is truly setting up today. As in, they're threatening good setups, but nothing's setting up.
Yeah, I feel like having a shisha or something, or opening up.
That's more productive right now tonight than anything. I might go watch a movie and grab a shisha. Market. There's nothing going on. Oh man, Shane, what you took the Amazon ABCD break down?
Here's Tesla.
It's through the VWAP.
Yeah. Shit.
Not that you have that on your charts.
Well, white space on my charts, it's beautiful. Yeah, there goes Tesla. Who caught that Tesla? It's just too risky for me, but if you guys can handle that, man, good trade. Seriously, Tesla's like you can trade it 3 times today for each of them's a six-figure trade. It's that kind of movement. I'm sure a lot of big guys are doing that. I just can't touch it. Don't have the courage to touch it where it is right now. Whew, man, gotta find a better strategy. It sucks. It really sucks. I was telling you, the entry was about here around 473 or so. I would have entered and just let it rip for 500. Anyways, all right, guys. How about 10 more minutes? And I'll shut this down. Any questions? Anything you want to talk about? Let me know. I doubt I'll be taking a trade now. I'll come back in an hour and take a look. So let me know anything on your minds. Yeah, Shane, that reverse ABCD makes sense on Amazon. It's a good one. It could go. Again, you have to have the VWAP and all that in place. Yeah.
Yeah, my stop is just on the other side of VWAP, 230.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
Been trying to do more looking into either 3 candle patterns or something of the sort on a 1 minute. Is that a good confirmation ideology for you?
3 candle patterns on a 1 minute. Is that what you said?
Yeah, just I'm trying to figure the when. When am I going to enter the how and all that is coming together, but just
Yeah.
that entry, when is where I'm having problems.
Yeah. Yeah. So the when should be based on confirmation of the setup. So there's two things. One is the setup and then the confirmation of the setup. So if that 3 candle pattern you're talking about does confirm the setup, then okay. So again, what is the setup? It has to make sense, has to be aligned. It's not like your setup is based on a 30-minute chart and then you have a confirmation that says it bounces off of VWAP. That's not even aligned. It doesn't make any sense. So ensure that your confirmation is perfectly aligned with the setup. It just confirms that the setup has occurred and now it's ready to start the move. Think of it in those terms. And then you find the alignment. For me, it's just I see levels, and if I get a particular price pattern at the levels on a 5-minute chart pattern, then I'll take it. So that's my setup and confirmation. So that's what you want to think about. Nothing wrong with 3 candle setups on a 1-minute chart. I've done it many times. Make sure it aligns. That's the only thing to really be sure about.
Yeah, so like Amazon, I'm watching it come down, and on that green 5-minute candle as it comes up, I'm looking for vulnerabilities inside of that. And yeah, this was a little bit earlier entry. I didn't quite get on that red candle. I was about 1 minute short before that red candle really sold. I was still in the green. But yeah, that's I'm looking at that 5-minute and vulnerabilities on a 1 minute, and I'm trying to find where that confirmation is on the 1 minute. Say, yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
I just can't find that. But you've taken volume off your chart, so that's where I'm more looking for. But at the same time, by the time the candle is printed, the volume is already there and your entry is missed.
Yeah, yeah. So again, if your strategy involves volume, then using volume as a confirmation indicator is very powerful. Just like using level 2 as a target indicator is very powerful. So I mean, there's many different confirmations you can use. Again, it should be aligned. So one easy way to think about it is multiple time frames. So if your setup is on a 5-minute chart, like an ABCD, let's look at Apple because that's a good example today. So let's say you have a 5-minute ABCD set up here on Apple. Then you want to enter at the C and you're looking at the 1-minute chart for the C. So you see the setup here, then you switch to 1 minute, wait for the confirmation. And what you're looking for is basically something like this. It pushes down and it's making a new low, just like it did here. It's a new low that pushes up very aggressively. And then the new high, you can enter there. And you go, you might get a scalp, you might stop out, but it does the same thing again. You have another opportunity to get involved again. So things like that, where again, this is fractal pattern stuff. You're looking for a pattern within a pattern, and the dimension you're looking at is time, as in different time frames. In this case, in this example, 5-minute and 1 minute. So that's one very simple way to do confirmations. A lot of people do it. I've done it for a long time. I still do it to some level. Um, Easy stuff, you know. Just basically see a pattern on a 5 minute, look for the same pattern on the 1 minute, and there you go. That's your confirmation. You can try that. Definitely cannot look at a 1 minute chart. It's too crazy for me.
Yeah.
Fractal patterns are great, man. They're easy. You don't really need to think too much. It's just a pattern within a pattern. You just pick your pattern.
So Amazon on a 15-minute chart.
Yep, there you go.
Talking about room to the left. So it came up, did the ABCD, rejected VWAP, got an entry. So like my first target would be somewhere between pre-market low and yesterday's low. That would be somewhere like your first target. Is that kind of room to the left you're talking about?
Yeah, well, room to the left in this case, on this chart here, yeah, you can see when it comes down here below 230, it hasn't been here. There's plenty of room. It hasn't been here in a while, not since the open yesterday. So yeah, this is room to the left. What that tells you is it doesn't want to be here very often, right? It basically, the price doesn't want to be where it rarely goes. Yeah, kind of simple, really. And so you expect it to get out of this area at some point, either down or up, either way. So you'd be looking at a breakout here. If you're entering short here, you might take some off at low of day because you know there's buyers there, but really what you want is a breakout. Or the other way, if
Yeah.
you catch the reversal, then you're going back up through 230. And really the price likes to go to where it's comfortable. And look, this is where it's comfortable. This is where it's sat overnight, you know. So this is an obvious target area if you're going long. So that's the whole idea with the room to the left. Look at
Yeah, and then that's getting into like reversals, which I plan on doing later, but I'm trying to get this breakout strategy down first.
Yeah, breakouts are interesting. Again, for breakouts, the one thing I do exclusively now is I don't even trade the breakouts. I just trade the retest because retest is confirmation of the breakout. So just do it that way if you like. And you'll get fewer trades, but you get higher conviction trades. You can put more size on it and you can have the ability to hold it for longer as well. That's what I like about retests. They're very powerful.
And ideally too, that would be a sort of like a 5 minute retest. It would have pulled back a little bit harder, but yeah, like a 5 minute breakout, quote unquote, and it come back and retest looking like a 15-minute ABCD
There you go.
is the setup.
Cool. Yeah, that setup makes sense. Makes perfect
And
sense.
the 5 minute and the 15 need to have a good significant value in between, showing that we have interest of breaking out like two sections, kind of like you used to do the boxes where you'd say 5 minute range would be let's see, 170. So then you draw another box underneath of it the same size, and that's like your first and second leg.
Yeah,
But
measured
that's the problem, is that third leg is not coming.
Don't count on it. Don't count on it.
Right.
Very difficult to get those. It's rare. Count. That's the whole Wyckoff thing, right? You can count on two, but not the third.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. I think
But in this scenario, would you say this is one leg or two legs, and the second leg on a 5 minute chart?
Amazon, let's have a look. I see one leg. I see a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
And then you can see the buyers pushing it the other way. Of course, for now it's just stuck. It doesn't want to go anywhere. But I
Yeah.
wouldn't count on this. And the other way to look at it again is, it's had a big red day already.
Yeah, it's at its ATR at the bottom.
Yeah, there you go. So many reasons to not go further short.
Yeah, and this would be, like you said, reversal back to pre-market high or even pre-market low, I think, at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't have a setup for that, unfortunately.
All good.
Not yet, at least.
All good. It'll come. Just keep showing up every day and it'll come. All right, guys. Any other questions? Anything you want to discuss? Everyone making money? Trades not taken is money not lost as well. So that's what I'm thinking about today.
Hey, Avi.
Yep.
Can you please send a message like when you take a trade, like so when a setup is coming up
Sure.
later in the day?
Yeah, if I happen to take a trade, sure, I'll let y'all know.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Don't copy trade though, man. I'm telling you, don't do that.
No, at least need to watch it.
Oh man. Yeah. All right, guys. If there's nothing else left to talk about, y'all take it easy. I expect I will be trading tomorrow, but I think I'm doing the YouTube thing. Let me check in. Everything's a little chaotic right now with the schedule. But anyways, I'll let y'all know. Most likely I'll be here, but I'll let y'all know. Otherwise, I'll be on YouTube live doing the BBT thing. But
All
Thank
right.
you very much, Avi.
no problem, man. No problem. You take it
Take
easy.
care,
Thanks,
man.
Avi.
Yep, take
Take
it
care.
easy. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.